Why do I teach self-defense Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instead of competition BJJ? Most Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu schools today focus heavily on sport competition. Students learn how to score points, exploit tournament rules, and win medals. There is nothing wrong with that. Competition BJJ is an outstanding sport and develops timing, conditioning, and technical skills. But that's not why I teach Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I teach self defense BJJ because the original purpose of martial arts was never to win tournaments. It was to help ordinary people protect themselves and the people they care about. In this video, I want to explain why I believe self defense BJJ is more relevant for most people than competition BJJ and why your training should reflect your real goals. The original purpose of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu was developed as a practical self defense system. The Gracie family emphasized techniques that allow a smaller person to defend against a larger, stronger attacker. The focus was on escaping from bad positions, defending against punches, controlling an aggressor, applying submissions when necessary, staying calm under pressure. This approach made BJJ one of the most effective martial arts for real world self defense. How competition changed BJJ? As BJJ became more popular, tournaments helped the art grow rapidly. Competition brought many benefits: higher technical standards, better conditioning, wider popularity, continuous innovation. But competition also changed the focus. Students began training for rules, points, and strategies that work under tournament conditions. Examples include guard pulling, inverted positions, point based tactics, highly specialized techniques. These methods can be effective in competition, but they are not always the best choices in a real self situation. The street is not a tournament. In tournament, there is a referee, there are rules, there are weight classes. The surface is safe. Your opponent is unarmed. You know when the match begins. In real life, there are no rules. The attacker may throw punches. There may be multiple attackers. Hard surfaces increase injury risk. Weapons may be involved. You may be surprised and emotionally overwhelmed. This changes everything. What self defense BJJ focuses on, self defense BJJ emphasizes practical skills such as awareness and prevention. The best fight is the one you avoid. Students learn to recognize danger early and make better decisions. Distance management, understanding how to maintain safe distance and avoid being grabbed. Clinch and takedown fundamentals. If physical contact occurs, students learn to close distance safely and gain control. Position control. Maintaining dominant positions such as mount, side control, and back control. Escapes. Getting out of inferior positions like mount or headlocks. Submission as a last resort. Using submissions to stop an attacker when necessary. The mental side of self defense. Techniques are only part of the question. What really matters is staying calm under pressure, managing fear, thinking clearly, making good decisions. This is one of the greatest benefits of martial arts training. Who benefits most from self defense BJJ? Self defense BJJ is ideal for adults over 40, professionals, parents, teens, anyone seeking confidence and practical skills. Most people are not training for world championships. They want to feel safer, get fit, reduce stress, build confidence, learn useful skills. Competition still has value. I want to be clear. Competition BJJ is excellent. It pushes students to improve and test their skills against resisting opponents. Many sport techniques are highly effective. The issue is not competition itself. The issue is when people confuse tournaments success with real world self defense readiness. Why I choose to teach self defense BJJ? My goal is to help students become more capable, confident, and aware. I want them to learn skills they can use in real life. I want them to develop practical self defense ability, physical fitness, emotional resilience, discipline, and self confidence. That is what martial arts were meant to provide. Competition BJJ is a fantastic sport. But if your goal is to protect yourself and your loved ones, your training should focus on self defense. The street is not a tournament. There are no referees, no points, and no second chances. That's why I teach self defense Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instead of competition BJJ. Because martial arts should prepare you for real life. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel for more content on martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Aikido, self-defense, and personal development.